Oh, I hear that train a-coming, it's rolling around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on, but that train keeps a-rolling on down to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me so, and you always be a good boy, don't you ever fuck with guns. But I shot a man in Monroe just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Folks eating in a fancy Dodge car. They're probably smoking reefer and drinking PBR. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But those people keep moving, and that's what tortures me. And a hitman railroad train was mine. I bet I move it on a little farther down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I want to stay. And I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. And I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. And dying young like an endless poetry. My motor psycho nightmare freak out inside of me. My soul salvation, liberation on the drive. The power of the blaster. Move me faster. 1969.
Tired of going down, tired of myself, tired of this town.
Yeah. Freestyle Friday number 17. My name is E-Double, his name is Tom Petty, and here we go. Small pond, big pond, the fish are the only difference. City out of harmony, lingering on the dissonance. Fishermen wrapping up citizens with their fishing nets. Sometimes chemical, some played old imprisonment. Dissidents laughing at themselves as if they had a voice, acting like technology really gives them a better choice. Protect the borders as we stack up our elitism. Defeatism is what we pretend that we keep believing in. I'm straddling both lines, the quietest revolt. Politicians fake like they caring that we vote. Legalese verbose, cause if it's plain English, then it's ADD riddle, and riddle children might get it. And if they do, then you're fucked. When they know what's up, you might start seeing public servants dressed as little punks. No tie, no suit.
Well, welcome into a Friday night Peapaw, and tonight I'm joined by the one and only K-Huck. Miss K Huck, how you doing? Say hello to the coffee pots and the beans.
Hi. Hello, coffee pot bean people. Hello.
And the lurkers. There's always lurkers. There's always lurkers lurking about here and there.
Lurkers. Yes.
Cool beans. Listen, so, if you were to go back over my channel, right? There's one thing that is a reoccurring theme that I talk about, and that's DMCA, right? I have helped smaller creators than me back in the day. Not so much anymore because I'm just not as active on social media as I once was, but I've helped people file counter notices for DMCA when people, if they come to help them, whatever. I'm not a lawyer or anything like that. I've dealt with a few DMCA claims myself. And so DMCA is kind of just a nuisance at times, really. It's just kind of a nuisance. But this story tonight, and I was telling K Huck earlier this evening when we were kind of visiting stuff before the stream started, I do not want to be a Penny Little, or was not Penny Little. What is it? Henny Penny, where the sky's falling and hit me on the head. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be this. Oh, well, I don't want to. We got one tinfoil guy in the commentary, and I don't want to take his spot, right? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Tommy. But anyway. But
so true.
So true, right? So anyway, just real quick before I get too much further in this, I want to say hello to people in the chat. You got Kangaloop, JFA, Abysmal Gray, Tear, who else we got? Purple Heart, Deftones. I've seen, of course, the Liana Taylor, one and only. Burn the World was in here earlier. I don't know who all else is in there, but anyway, just real quick, I wanted to say thank you guys for tuning in with me. I know I'm as spastic as a IBS colon as far as my streaming schedule, but hey, we're going to just shit all over the place tonight. So
did not want that visual, people. God damn it.
I may have taken a little bit of the gummies tonight before the stream, so good Lord knows where my mind's going to go tonight.
Oh, here we go.
I'm expanding my mind. So anyway, like I said, DMCA, is kind of a shit thing, because more times than not, it's used in an abusive way, right? Because, especially here within the quote commentary space of YouTube, people critique, they offer commentary. And if someone gets their fifis hurt, they say, oh, well, I'm going to follow DMCA because you used my content, right? I'm sure if you're a content creator and you tune in and you watch this, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Okay. And it's a bullshit thing. Now, there's another one. I think it's still in the grinding away. I know that like Casey Tron was able to settle hers with Ethan, but I think that Denims and Frogan, I think they're still fighting it out. I'm not for sure about that. I haven't read and followed up on that in a while.
Neither have I.
But
I did hear about Casey Tron settling. I did hear about that,
Yeah.
but I don't know about Frogan or Denims. I have no idea.
Casey Tron bent the knee and hit the bong, and everything was copacetic after that. So anyway.
Yep.
But so anyway. So everybody knows what DMCA is, right? If you've been in this space for very long, if you've been watching content creators, you've heard them talk about it, you've heard them discuss it. It's at nausea almost, right? Okay. But there is this little known, my God, that's bright as hell. Let me just switch this over here to this here and this here. So there's this little known section of the DMCA called U.S. Code 1201, circumvention of the copyright protection systems. Now, this one here is why this one is so bad. Okay. So no person shall circumvent a technological measure that effectively controls access to a work protected under this title. The prohibition contained within the preceding sentence shall take effect at the end of the 2-year period beginning of the date of the enactment of this chapter. The prohibition contained in paragraph A should not apply to persons who are users of a copyrighted work, which is particularly class of works, such as persons are or they likely to be succeeding a 3-year period, adversely affected by virtue, so on and so forth, and and then of course it reads on and on and on. So, so the question is, well, Peepaw, what does this mean? What is this talking about? Okay, so how I became aware of this is I have to shout out somebody, which doesn't really make me too happy to do, but I will do it nonetheless, is One-Eyed Willie Toxic Piplup sent me a Louis Rossman. Now, I know about Louis Rossman. I've watched his content over the years. He has always been a huge advocate for self-repair, right? And his stance is you should be able to repair anything that you own, right? Which means you should be able to take it to a repair shop. Oh, okay. Def Tone Dandy, thank you for becoming a coffee bean. Appreciate that. So you should be able to repair your stuff. Right now, his big thing was he had a shop. I think maybe still is. I haven't watched him in a while, so I don't know like his most recent history. But when I used to watch him and stuff, he had a repair shop in New York City, and he repaired Mac computers, right? And what he was doing was technically against the law, right? Because he was getting access to components and stuff by either salvaging them from donor systems or stuff. And anyway, Apple doesn't want you to do that. Apple wants you to bring it back to one of their Geek Squad, or not Geek Squad, what do they call that? Whatever the hell, their repair shop, right? Where their little Apple whiz kids, quote, repair it. More times than not, the repair cost is equal to, if not more, than what a new Mac device would be. And so the people winds up buying a new Mac, right? That's what winds up happening. Now, so that's how I know Louis Rossman, and he has actually started a organization that is fighting for the right to self-repair devices. People like farmers, right? Farmers who have tractors, like John Deere tractors and stuff, right? John Deere will not allow them to repair their tractors, right? John Deere wants you to have to come back to, right? And so this is the act that 1201, this is the thing that is used to prevent people from being able to repair their own tractors to, and he gives examples in these videos here, where like a guy created you ready for this? He created a universal garage door opener, and he was sued because of it. Okay?
Wait, what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He 100% created a universal garage door opener, right? That you could program to the frequency, because every one of those things are just like your TV remotes, right? You can buy a universal TV, your remote for your TV quits working. So you go down to your local, Target, Walmart, whatever, Amazon, order a new remote, and you punch in some codes, programs the remote, boom, now you can use it with the TV, universal television remote. Well, this guy essentially did the same type thing to where it would pair to the frequency of your garage door opener, and you did not have to go back to the original manufacturer and pay an outlandish price for a garage door opener to open your damn garage doors. He got sued. Said he was circumventing, Wow. So yeah. So anyway, he has a whole long. If you go check out Lewis's channel, let me go here to. No, I don't want to do that. I want to. We'll go here. This one here. If you go to Lewis's channel here, you can see it. This is the video that I first was sent by Toxic, right? So I watched it, and I was like, well, man, this is what's going on here? Because Toxic knows I have an affinity for DMCA stuff. So what this boils down to is there's two channels, okay? There's a channel here called Riverter Troll, right? What this guy does is he does a review on First Amendment auditors and when they make videos and stuff out there on different types of things. And what he does is he makes fun of them, he mimics them, he ridicules, mocks them. You know, guess what he does? He does commentary, right? That's all he's doing. He's doing commentary about First Amendment auditors.
Okay.
Right? So see, there's commentary everywhere. It's not just us over here going over slop stuff, right? In the quote drama community, there's commentators everywhere, right? If there's somebody who's making content, I promise you, there's going to be somebody offering commentary on it and you know picking it apart, right? That's just what we do as a species, right? Now, so anyway, so this guy here,
you are all fired up tonight.
yeah. So this guy here, this is Denver Metro Audits. He is a First Amendment auditor in around Denver, Colorado, right? And so what happened is the Auditor Troll did commentary on him, right?
Okay.
He was going over his videos and stuff, and he was mocking him and making fun of him and you name it, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So he filed DMCA because he did not like the fact that he was being mocked and ridiculed. Okay.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
All right. So then what happened is that YouTube decided that it was fair use. So the DMCAs were dropped, which what happens most of the time, right? Most of the time. Looks like GFA got put in a timeout.
Get him, Liana, get him. Get him.
Come on now. Leave the community favorite troll alone.
JFA is a protected class.
He's a protected class.
All
He's
right.
special. He's a special little boy.
Fine.
So
fine.
anyway, so he filed the DMCA's. YouTube says, nah, get out of here, get bent, whatever, right? So he got mad about it. He got like really butthurt. So, oh God, I forgot to pull up the fucking, hang on here. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Hang on here. Let me see if I can pull up this guy here. I think it's called the, yeah, here we go. Yeah, here we go. So that then, let's see, yeah. So then comes another YouTuber whose name is the DMCA lawyer. And he is a lawyer. And he specializes in DMCA. Okay? And he's kind of, and if you look here, it says here, he's a media and copyright lawyer, DMCA litigator representing creators in real copyright lawsuit, not just takedowns, lead counsel, and happy birthday, we shall overcome copyright cases. Now taking on YouTube copyright infringers and DMCA fraudsters, real legal breakdowns for creators based between Bangkok, New York, and Florida. LLM and taxation from New York City, former CPA licensed in New York and California. Contact the DMCA lawyer at Gmail or RSN at Randall Newman, which is like his name, .net. And I did not dox him. He put this all out there free and handy. So, okay, don't at me. All right. Now, so anyway, the DMCA lawyer is how I'll refer to him because that's his online persona, right? Now, so he approached, I don't know all the ins and outs, but I believe what happened was he actually approached Denver Metro, right? The auditor.
Okay.
And anyway, so he takes him on as a client. And so now they're going after the fraudster under the 1201. which has never been done. Now, hang on. This is, guys, this is where you have to pay it. This is the important part, right? We're getting to the nugget. This is the important part, and how this potentially, right? Because this is already a lawsuit. It's already before a judge, and it's working its way through the court system. Okay. This is where it gets scary. Okay.
I'm listening.
Because
I'm ready.
when I was listening to Lewis, and there's another, I've got another lawyer that's broken down this case as well.
Mm-hmm.
So when this law here, guys, when it says here, no person shall circumvent a technology measure that is effectively controls access to a work protected under this title, right? No person shall circumvent. What does that mean?
Uh-oh.
What does that mean? So,
bypass.
okay. So YouTube, right? When you upload content to YouTube, like this stream here, or you say you make a video and you upload it, right? Or let's say you say you're over on Twitch and you're streaming over on Twitch because you like to make gaming content and you're making gaming streams over there, right? Or let's say you're on Kick, right? Doesn't matter. What that law says is if you violate somebody's copyright, right? So like here, right? Like here in just a little bit, I'm going to be using OBS, which is the streaming software that I use. And I'm going to be capturing, and we're going to be watching some of this video from Lewis Rossman about this subject. I am, by the very definition, circumventing that copyright law because I'm using a tool to capture that and rebroadcast it, right? Or let's say maybe possibly you use YouTube Downloader, which is an application out there that you can download, right? Let's say you use YouTube Downloader, right? And you download the whole video, and then you use, because maybe you actually are a video editor, and so you edit, right? And so you splice parts and sections, whatever, right? By using YouTube Downloader, you have then circumvented the copyright that is extended to you from your intellectual property. So this what's happening is this lawyer, hang on a second, my leg's itching, sorry guys. This lawyer is trying to use this section 1201 to say if you use OBS, if you use Streamlabs, YouTube Downloader, anything like that, to capture another person's intellectual property, to then turn around and use it, right? Mm-hmm. That you're breaking the law, right? And here's hang on, here's where it gets really, really scary. Because in this video, in Lewis's video, he has sections where he's captured the lawyer talking about is if he's successful with this, right? This is basically like the trial balloon. This is the canary in the mine, if you will, right? If this thing is successful, he is then going to start courting, for lack of a better word, other YouTubers who are constantly, like for example, we've got this term that we label people out there that, and I'm sure myself, I've even been labeled this as well, a law cow, right? And they're creators. And people milk them, right? That's what they said, milk. Like we got a whole universe that Keemstar has created called the Law LCU, right? The Law Cow universe. And he's brought all these creators together under one umbrella and entertains people. And he's got some really big law cows in there. He's got Boogie, he's got ALR, he's got Billy the Fridge, He's got Mike, kid from behind the camera. He's got Tina D from the kid behind the camera, series of videos and stuff. You know, and you know, he's brought these people in there. So anyway, all these people have detractors. All these people have their videos being clipped up and used, right? If this, again, I don't want to be one of these, oh, the sky's falling, the sky's falling, the sky's falling. But this lawyer has stated himself that if this is successful, if he's able to successfully sue on behalf of his client under this Act 1201, or this Section 1201 under the DMCA law, that he's going to go after other. Now, K-Hook? I just kind of gave the TLDR on this.
Oh, I'm scared. Okay.
Okay. So you see why I'm kind of like I was telling you, this has kind of got me a little bit nervous, a little bit apprehensive, right? Now, Lewis is by far the biggest creator that I'm aware of. Lewis, I think Lewis, I mean, let's see here. Lewis has got like 2.5 million subs. Okay. So, anyway, so he's by far the biggest YouTuber that I'm aware of. Right. And just to kind of, I don't know if this is any sway or not, or whatever, like, right before I was getting ready, you know, I was on Twitter, was getting ready to tweet out, you know, hey, you know, the stream is getting started. Yeah, the normal stuff that you do, right, to try to bring awareness that you're fixing to do content. And I seen that Nick DiOrio had tweeted out, and even in his, he listed that to talk about this tonight as well, possibly. If he has enough time, he's going to be talking about this.
Oh, man.
So there's eyes that are starting to get on this, which is, and hate Nick DiOrio, love Nick DiOrio, don't even know who Nick DiOrio is. That's irrelevant here. I don't care, right? I don't care how you feel about Nick DiOrio. I don't care. I'm just a little bit concerned. I'm not like running around pulling my hair out or anything yet, but I am a little bit concerned about this case.
Yeah, a little bit.
And the ramifications that it could have for creators as a whole. Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Now,
wow.
I want to bring this up here.
Well, while you're bringing that up, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, how long has this whole thing been going on for? Did it just start up, or has this been like going on now for a couple of months or something? Like, how long has this been a thing, I guess? Do you know?
Where is the chat? Okay, let me get my chat fixed here. I was messing with my scenes earlier. You know what? I honestly don't know. Okay, how long this has been going on? I can tell you, just kind of based off of like the time frame of what the videos were made, right? I can tell you that. Stop it, you piece of crap. Hang on here. I'm trying to get this chat box. Okay, here we go. Fine, whatever. So this video here that I got up on screen, this one was made in February 17th of 2026. This guy's a lawyer. Okay. It's called, his channel's The Lawful. Probably show here, The Lawful Masses with Leonard French. Okay. 164,000 subs, and this thing has gotten 22,000 views. Okay. So we're going to listen to just a little bit of this, not a whole lot, but I'm just trying to give you a little bit of, like, there's some genuine concerns. Okay.
Yeah.
In the world of copyright and online content creation, we often talk about the fair use of another creator's material. Fair use is the legal answer to the question of how much protected material can I use to make my creative point before my use becomes copyright infringement. Well, now, nearly 30 years after the passing of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, the United States District Court for the Northern District of California is taking up a different kind of fair use question. Judge Virginia DeMarchi has denied a motion to dismiss a DMCA anti-circumvention claim, allowing the claim to proceed.
So we know they've already tried to have it dismissed, and the judge says no, this is going through, right? So this is happening. This trial is going to happen, and it's all going to boil down to whether or not if the attorney for the plaintiff who's seeking, what do they call it,
damages,
whatever, under this 1201 is successful or not.
Oh my God.
Okay. You see, guys, like I said, I don't want to be this person running around like my head's on fire, screaming, oh my God, the world's ending. I don't want to be that. Right.
Right.
The problem is once a precedent was set, right?
Right.
Then
Right.
other, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So once a precedent is set, right? Then other cases can come and they can use that and say, well, judge, in such and such versus such and such, it was determined da. And if you can prove that your case has the same merits as that one, it's pretty much then you have an insurmountable hill that you have to cover, and
Yeah, that's scary.
Now,
Yeah. Well, didn't the same thing was talked about with Ethan Klein when he was suing Casey Tron and Denims and all of that? That same, I don't want to say argument, but that same conversation came up too.
Okay. So here's what's kind of really interesting about all that, right? So if we go back to like 2018, whatever it was, and H3 and his wife were being sued by Matt Haas because they used pretty much the entirety of his video, but they cut it up, chopped it up, and had done commentary on it. And he sued them under the DMCA law, saying, hey, they replaced my intellectual property, right? It wasn't something different. He was claiming that it was the same thing. And the judge, remember, they had the whole FUPA fund, Max,
Yep.
what's his, I can't remember that idiot's name, but anyway, DeMarco or whatever his name is. Anyway, started the FUPA fund. People donated. I think I even maybe donated back in the day. I can't really remember. But anyway, we had this lawsuit and he set a precedent because that was the first one that had went to trial about what was technically fair use. And the judge said in his ruling that the original footage was used for context, right? And so we had a precedent set. Now we have something that, if we have people file DMCAs against us and we're doing commentary over their videos and things like that, we have a precedence to go back on to if we were taken to court. Say, hey, the judge over here in this case ruled. And so we have, because now we have a kind of a line, right? Now, flip it. Because now Ethan and his wife, right, was suing Casey Tron, Frogan, and Denims. But Casey Tron was able to negotiate some sort of settlement and had to do a big apology video and everything like that. But the difference is they streamed his entire video, didn't pause, wasn't doing commentary, right? There were times when they actually just got up and left it running and they weren't even in the room. There's just an empty chair sitting there, right? They pulled the Hassan Piker. So now we have a lawsuit by the same guy who was fighting for fair use, claiming that they violated and was, because they were actually encouraging people to watch it on their channel and donate to them and give them the money because of watch time versus him, right? So that was what's that, Riverter? If you're ever taken to court on YouTube shenanigans, would you consider wearing a bulletproof vest over your suit? Onision did that once. No, I don't think I'd have to. JFA, I don't think anyone hates me that bad. Well, no, I don't think they. I don't even think they hate me that bad. But anyway, so like I said, we have another established lawyer here that's talking about that, right? So anyway, like I said, I didn't want to spend. I just kind of want to do that. This is a done thing, right? It's going before the trial is going to happen. They try to get dismissed. It doesn't matter. This is happening. 100% this is happening. All right. So I want to get into the Lewis, the video here. So we'll play a little bit of this here at the beginning, and then we're going to kind of hop around. Luckily, Lewis has timestamps. Bless his heart.
Okay. Today I'm going to follow up on the 2 videos I did on Denver Metro audits suing Frauditor Troll. This video is going to focus on the conduct of his attorney, and I want you to really pay attention to the way this man treats.
Now, the only thing I'm going to say that I always found really kind of interesting about Lewis Rossman is he talks extremely fast, so I don't have to do like 1x or anything like that, or 1.5x or anything. He talks extremely fast, and he's almost like robotic in nature, right? If you watch his movements, everything, his head, it's like very just, robotic. But anyway, very, very skilled technician, very, as far as, repairs and stuff, and very knowledgeable. I'm just kind of, poking him there a little bit, but I have enjoyed his content over the years, right? And I'm glad to see that he's picking up and helping on this deal, right? With this whole thing.
People, and then think about whether or not you think it is a good idea that Section 1201 of the DMCA be used in this way. One of my findings throughout life is that when you have abusive laws, you have abusive rules in place, it tends to be the biggest pieces of shit that have the worst possible behavior that end up being the people that use this as an excuse to bully other people. And I'm finding that to be the case the more I look into this. Many people have suggested that I look into the personalities involved, and I don't think that they meant me looking into the lawyer. I think they meant me looking into Denver Metro Audits, who's doing the lawsuit, or the defendant, Frauditor Troll. But I'm really interested in the lawyer. And the reason I'm interested in the lawyer is because it is the lawyer that has power. What can a YouTuber at the end of the day do to you that has a couple of thousand views per video? Not much.
Nothing.
What a lawyer...
And he's right. Right? Yeah, so here's the deal. Yeah. YouTubers don't make any serious money, okay? Nope. Until they're getting, like, when you start hitting, like, 500,000 views, 1 million views, then you're making the money, okay? Trust me when I tell you this. I'm monetized. Like even on some of my biggest videos that's gotten several thousands of views, it's like a couple of bucks. It's nothing.
Yeah, same.
I don't even think you could buy a freaking cup of coffee from Starbucks. The small one, not the big one. Forget that. Even the small little cup of coffee, you can't even buy a cup of coffee off the ad revenue. I'm just telling you. No. Okay.
That's true.
So Lewis is 100% right here. Your average everyday user, right, that's getting a few thousand views, he ain't suing nobody. It's just a threat, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's just, okay. Exactly. So he's right. When you have a lawyer, because understand something, right? If he's successful, okay, so like if they're successful in this lawsuit, okay? Now, there's this old saying, you can't get blood from a turnip, right?
Turnip, yep.
Yep, okay? So they're not going to get any money out of this guy, right? Because this guy, Auditor Troll, they ain't got no money. They're just doing this like a side hustle, try to make a few extra, bucks. Maybe they make enough in a month's time to, hell, I don't know, maybe he can take his wife out to dinner or something. You know what I'm saying?
Same. Yes.
Right? That's all there is. It's not. It's just, there's just not there, right? Now, but this lawyer, see, the thing of it is if they get something like this through, right, then he can go and court some of these other YouTubers who do get the views. They do have the money, right? And then they can go after, right? So he's not going to really get anything off of this, right? But here's the other thing, right? This guy over here, the frauditor, right? The one that's being sued, he has to go and get an attorney.
Right.
And let me tell you something.
Oh my God.
Lawyers just in themselves are expensive. Okay?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But to get one that is competent in DMCA, because it's a specialized, right, area of law, right? It's not like the guy that's down here going to get you out of a DUI, right? Right. Or something like that, right? It's specialized law. It's like, oh, I've got to go to a specialist because, I've got, I don't know, heart problems or whatever the hell it is, right? You have to go to a damn specialist, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like this. And so when you go, that's money. That's ching, right?
Oh,
And every time you talk to this guy on the phone, you call him up 5 minutes. 5 minutes just cost you like $500 type shit, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh.
Deftones. Thank you for the $10 lawsuit fund. Oh, I can't say lawsuit. There's some history there. I can't say the lawsuit. Whoo, you guys are trying to get me in trouble up in here. If you know, you know. Okay?
Oh, I know. Oh, I very much know. Oh, that's funny. Okay, I can say it. Lawsuit.
Lawsuit. There you go. But anyway, so this attorney, right? So I found it interesting because Lewis has 2 other videos besides this, right? He has the first video he did, he kind of is introducing the whole thing, and he's talking about 1201 and how it's, how he has a problem with that part of the law. And then he does another one where he really starts going in on the lawyer because he really kind of looked, and this is his 3rd video that he's made. And this one here, you see, he goes, I am ending the he tags him. He actually tags him. So he wants to know, bitch, I'm coming for you, right? He goes, I'm ending the DMCA lawyer's career. Randall Scott Newman disgraces the bar. Okay?
Oh, damn.
So he and in this video, and I don't know if we'll actually get to it or not, because like I said, I'm going to hop around everywhere on this thing. But he flat out encourages him to file a lawsuit against him because he uses some of this guy's content.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, damn. He's
Okay.
Hey, all power to, I didn't even see the title of that till you pointed it out. No, all power to him.
Yeah.
Like he's like, bring it on, bitch. Let's go.
Okay. So anyway, and he talks in this video here, this next section here, he talks about the importance, right, of First Amendment auditors, right? Now, look, I do every once in a while, I will record videos with One-Eyed Willie, Toxic Piplup.
Hey, you leave Toxic alone.
I ain't leaving him alone. Hell no. Hell no.
Fair. You know what? He wouldn't have it any other way. That's
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Continue.
But anyway, so we do police cam, body cam footages and stuff. And sometimes we talk about First Amendment auditors. And we talked about this First Amendment auditor that Toxic really liked. I mean, he watches about every one of his videos, whatever, right? And we did a reaction to it, and the guy filed a DMCA on Toxic. I told Toxic to fight it. But Toxic was like, nah, man, this guy's litigious. And I said, okay, fine, be a little bitch. Don't fight it, whatever. I don't care. Because he'd be the one having to do it, not me, because it was his channel that was filed against, right?
Right.
But anyway, so, and here's the thing about these auditors, right? And Lewis talks about how important they are. And they are important, right? If you've never watched any First Amendment auditors, there are some really good ones out there. And then there's some out there that are nothing more than Fousey tubes on steroids. Right?
Geez.
And if you don't get that reference, when Fousey's tubes first started out making content, he was one of these prankster YouTubers. Like he would randomly prank people and shit, right? And just was a general nuisance. He was like a Jesse Somali, right? Which, by the way, I've got a little update towards the end. When I get through this part of the stream, I got an update on Jesse. Jesse's future ain't too
Oh.
damn fucking bright. I'm gonna just tell you right. He's fixed to be hurting.
Oh.
So,
I'm ready.
anyway.
Dang, you got all the stuff tonight. Let's go. Let's go.
Please.
I'm ready.
So anyway, so there are good auditors, there's bad auditors, right? And some of these auditors, they're YouTubers. First and foremost, they're not auditors, they're YouTubers. And what they do is they go and they put people in situations that are in public spaces, which by every right under the First Amendment, they have a right to record. But the whole thing is they want to trigger these people. They want a response. They want, the bigger the reaction, the bigger the, what they call them the Karen flip outs or whatever it is you want to call it, whatever it is. The bigger that is, that's more clicks for them. That's more viewer for them, because then they can really hype it, and they can even front load the video by showing that little section of the thing, right? And anyway, but then there's auditors that actually go out, and what they do is they find overzealous police officers and get them being overzealous, right? Because and brings shame, and it brings a spotlight on them to make, and maybe, hey, give the devil his due. Maybe some of these law officers just don't know, they don't understand the law. They should, the law officers. That's the thing. If you're going to put yourself in a position of authority, you by God should know what laws you're trying to enforce. And it ain't just pulling somebody over because they're speeding.
Right, exactly.
Or or maybe one of the bulbs above the license plate's burned out or some shit, right? Mm-hmm. It's more than that, right? You don't get to cherry pick what laws you're going to enforce and what you're not, and what your laws you're going to understand. Doesn't mean they got to be a damn scholar, right? A legal scholar, but they need to know the basics, right? That's all I'm saying. So anyway, but Lewis decided to kind of go over and bypass those two guys, because he's like, and I think he's right. That's not where the threat is, right? You're going to have YouTubers who are going to file DMCA. That's just what they do, right?
Yeah.
Because they get butt hurt. That's not the problem. The problem is this lawyer, right? Yeah. So let's go back and listen, because he's going to do a little recap of what's going on in this lawsuit here, okay?
Saying this is not fair use. You use way too much of my content. Frauditor Troll defended himself, counter-claimed, and actually won. I want you to think about this for a moment. YouTube is a platform where it constantly, willy-nilly gets it wrong and always enforces the strike, even when it's incorrect. And here, a channel that's 1/3 or 1/5 the size of the channel making the strike, that's much less authoritative, actually won. I want you to think about this for a moment. This is kind of...
That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, when I was able to, because I was like, hell, all I've ever been, I think the most I've ever had is a little over 1,100 subs, right? And I had someone like Jeremy Hells come at me and DMCA one of my videos, right? And I don't know how many subs he had, but he was, I guarantee you, he was at least 10 or 100 times bigger than my channel, if not more.
Isn't he like 1 million or something, or close to
I
it?
don't know. He may be now. I don't know. But when I filed my counter notice, and YouTube agreed with me and told Jeremy to go get Ben, I was like, yeah, it's literally a David and Goliath situation. Literally.
It very much is. Always has been. It always has been.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And so Lewis is right. Celebrate the little guy. The little guy won. That's right.
Exactly.
That's some hand claps, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kind of like if Tim Cook walked up to me and said, by the way, Lewis, we're going to come out with a new MacBook in a few months. Here's all the schematics and a USB for it. This is a cold day in hell. This type of thing just doesn't happen.
Exactly.
So they filed a lawsuit saying that this is not fair use. The infringing video does not qualify as a protected.
Okay. So see, here's the bullshit of it. They filed the DMCA. YouTube said, nah, it's fair use. So then they're going to go back and double dip. That's what they're doing. They're double freaking dipping. Nobody likes a double dipper. Nobody likes a double dipper. Right?
What the fuck? Yeah, exactly.
But that's what they're doing.
God.
Right here, and this is the lawsuit. It says the infringing video is not original creation. It is the plaintiff's work, lifted almost wholesale and reused for clicks, ad revenue, and online engagement under the false banner of fair use. The infringing video does not qualify for protected fair use. It consists predominantly of plaintiff's copyrighted content, replayed in long, uninterrupted sequences. The defendant's minimal additions, less than 4 minutes of sarcastic narration, does not meaningfully critique registered video or transform its message. You know, there was another lawsuit that happened, DMCA, after the original FERPA one with Ethan, right? Guy named Mundane Matt.
Yep.
And all he did was he took the entire video. Now, it wasn't a very long one. It was like, I don't know, I think under 5 minutes if memory serves correct. And what it was is it was a influencer. God, I hate that word. Who was a supporter of Hillary Clinton in the 2016 election, right? And when Hillary lost the election that night, she took and made a little video and put it up on her, basically lamenting and the world's coming to an end because my candidate didn't win type thing, right?
Oh, okay.
And so Mundane Matt took that, re-uploaded it, and all he did was change the title and did some wordplay on a Ritter one, right? Now, you would think, right, to me, that's not transformative. What?
No,
right?
not at all. No, not at all.
But here's the deal. Judge said, yes, it was. That the transformation of the video itself was in the change of the title. Yes, ma'am. 100%.
What?
He did. Yeah. And so the influencer lost her lawsuit. 100%.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So here's good. At no point does defendant address the theme, structure, or message of the registered video. His commentary targets plaintiff's personally, mocking his voice, demeanor, and perceived motives. Okay, that's called sarcasm.
True. Exactly.
Without engaging with the video's focus on law enforcement, conduct, and constitutional rights. Okay. So the defendant could have made his points using shorter clips, summaries, or original commentary. Instead, he used more than half of the registered video, including the expressive core, in a manner that overwhelmingly supported registered videos market. Okay, so there you go. Right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Protected fair use. It consists predominantly of the
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
plaintiff's copyrighted content replayed in a long unscripted sequences, defendant's minimal additions, less than
Come
its
on.
message. If this was just a fair use complaint, I would not compare.
Well, I read it. Come on. I didn't know he was going to read it. Don't at me.
You might think of it as a little bit petty, but it wouldn't be something that rises to me doing a video or really caring about it. This is just like a petty squabble or dispute. The reason that this bothers me is because they added something to this. Now, I'm guessing that when they saw, wow, even YouTube thinks this is fair use, we're going to have to do something before we can actually sue this guy, is they added a Section 1201 section to it. Section 1201 of the DMCA is a law that says it is illegal to break a digital lock. It is a law that I have been against for a long period of time. This law has a lot of horrible consequences. It has been used to have the FBI arrest or raid people that make a piece of software that removes DRM from an ebook, so you can use.
Yeah, that sounds like it's very tricky. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is that if it's used for good, which I can't think of a scenario off the top of my head right now that it could be used for good, but still, if it's used for good, people will, of course, take advantage of that, and more people, in my opinion, take advantage more than people use it for good, or they can.
Okay.
But
well, all right. So here's the deal: if somebody just took and re-uploaded an entire movie, what's one of the popular movies nowadays that's out there, whatever, right? One of the was that last freaking with the blue people that flow around on the backs of the animals and shit. Avatar. All right. So if somebody ripped and uploaded the entire Avatar movie, okay, you can't do that, right? That's Okay.
Yeah.
Right. This particular one he has on here, I think he talks a bit about this, but basically this Russian programmer, coder, was giving away a software that, you ready for this? Would remove a block basically off of Adobe Reader files, right? That you had to have a particular reader that would read it to you, right? So that you could just use another whatever reader, so you weren't locked into the whatever. And they said that by doing that, they came at him, right?
Use it in a different ebook reader. This law has resulted in a company that makes garage door openers getting caught up in it. This law has resulted in companies that make aftermarket.
See, I told you, garage door openers. Got them.
Wow.
Lexmark printer, right? Most of you guys, if you ever bought a inkjet printer at your house, right? You know, you go and you buy the printer, it's like $30, and it lasts, you know, you print a few pages, whatever, and the starter cartridges that they give you, and they run out, and you go back into the store to buy replacement cartridges, and the son of a guns are as expensive as the replacement cartridges cost as much as the damn printer, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Replacement ink for inkjet printers costs more than freaking gasoline. Stop and think about that, right? So a company went out and retro, right, and made third-party ink cartridges, which were a lot less costly. Got them, came after them, because these
market ink cartridges getting in trouble. There are some printer companies that think that you should have to buy ink from them. And as Cory Doctorow says, when you look at oil, insulin, anything else, color printer ink in the United States is literally the most expensive liquid that you can get by the gallon. Many printer companies think that you should only be able to buy the ink from them, and they'll put these technological protection measures into their printers. And this law is so poorly written that they were actually able to bring suit against companies making aftermarket ink cartridges. It has also been brought against somebody who was making homebrew Xbox software. And the judge thought this was so ridiculous, they said, I don't really even understand what we're doing here. They slammed everything that they did. This law is why farmers can't fix their own tractors. This law is also been used for programs that you may use. It is why YouTube Revanced and Spotify Revanced are illegal. It is why YouTube Downloader is illegal. And the people who made YouTube Downloader can be in federal prison for up to 3 to 5 years.
Whoa.
See, guys, I wasn't just running around here.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. That's wow. I got nothing. Holy cow. Oh, that's scary.
Let's see here. Get this right here. Okay. So this next section we're gonna watch and kind of go over is he's got some stuff of this DMCA lawyer, right? So Lewis here basically is becoming a drama tuber. That's right. So because he's going out and he's getting streams and stuff, and he's clipping this stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he's doing. And so he's but listen, watch this. This is so wild.
That assumption, and I listened to a little bit more of that stream where he was talking about fair use, and here's what I got.
If he wants to discuss it here on the panel, but that's up to Paul.
True. And what's the big deal about that?
Well, you talk a lot of shit from your mommy's basement. And it turns out
that's the lawyer, by the way. I just want to let you guys know that guy that just said that you're talking a lot of shit from your mama's basement. That's the attorney. Just so you guys can get his voice.
Yeah,
right?
Attorney in quotations. That's like what?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Here we go. It gets. Hang on. Buckle up, buttercups. Here we go.
You're like some fucking loser.
What? How does that make me a loser?
Well, you make it seem like you're some big fucking stud, and you're a fucking loser. Can't even afford a new wheelchair.
What the fuck?
True or not?
No, that's not true.
This guy.
Oh my god.
This lawyer, right? Someone who's supposed to, quote, protect the little people, right? is making fun of a guy, calling him a loser, saying he lives in his mama's basement, says can't even afford a new wheelchair. So I guess this guy is some way disabled, right? Listen, guys.
Oh my God.
I don't know, right? Maybe I'm just having an old man fuzzy brain moment here, but people have been canceled for like this kind of shit, have they not?
Yeah, they have. Yeah, and for less sometimes. Yeah. That's They wow.
Yeah, lawsuit. So anyway.
Yeah. Oh, you said, people, you said it. You said you're going to jail.
Spank my hand. Bad boy. But, so anyway, let's go and listen to some more of this lawyer. This guy's a hoot, ain't he?
I have a good friend, Thomas Daniel Queter. He started a nonprofit called Mobility Independence Foundation. He wasn't able to afford a wheelchair either at one point in his life. It's really difficult to get a job when you can't go outside. It's hard to go outside when you don't have legs. It's hard to...
Deftone Andy, what about ethics? Well, it's funny you should bring that up. You're fixing to find out about ethics because this is where because I would say it's pettiness, but it's not really. I think this is actually morals and ethics here because Lewis,
I agree,
is going to say, okay, you're a lawyer and you're treating and you're talking to people like this, right? So hang on.
Afford a wheelchair when you don't have a job, and more importantly, it's really difficult to get one when the state of New York is arguing with you for 3 to 4 years, telling you that you have legs when you don't. You have no fucking idea what people that live in wheelchairs go through.
Yeah.
And you sit there as this fucking fancy-ass lawyer bragging, talking down to people like this, laughing at people that have less money than you. You're my personal project now. I know you can feel that right through you.
Personal project. This attorney.
Let's go. Let's go.
And this guy's okay. Just for records, I just want to point out something. Lewis has 2.5 million subscribers. Now I know subscribers don't mean a whole whatever, right? This guy's got 618. Okay.
Yeah. Lewis got the upper hand here, in my opinion.
Well, here's the thing too, right? So he's now publicly, right? He's using his platform to show just how vile of a person this lawyer is, right?
Oh yeah.
Who goes after somebody in a wheelchair? If it was Ricky, okay. If it was Ricky Berwick he was going after with, all right, I sign off on that shit. Ricky would deserve it, okay? That's just not
ableist. What the fuck, Breedball? Leave Ricky alone. But no, you're not wrong.
Have you seen something? Listen, this don't defend Ricky. This is a guy who took a chocolate chip cookie, shoved it in his ass, pulled it out, and ate it. Don't defend that kind of shit, okay, Huck? Come on.
I'm not. I'm just saying I'm just saying Ricky's special. That's all I can say.
Oh, he's special, all right. Special fucking Ed. So, anyway. All right, let's go back into, because I'm going to back it up just a little bit because someone liked that comment. I love that personal project. Well, we'll hear that shit again. What do you say? Just for you.
Laughing at people that have less money than you. You're my personal project now.
Damn. That's a clip. That right there is a clip, y'all.
Right? It is. It sure is.
You're my personal project now. Right?
Sounds like me whenever I was going after Templar. He's my personal project.
Is he your personal project?
Not anymore. Well, he's on the back burner, people. Let's just say that if he were to come out guns blazing again, I'm ready. So.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about that guy. I know that you had some interaction with him on the Twitter, and then you did some videos on him and stuff. And
people, there's a whole thing with him. There's a whole thing. He's
kind of one of these. Would you label him like? Is he like he's very right leaning? Correct with political.
Yes.
Okay.
But I don't know. The best way to describe him is that is he more right wing? Sure. Or does he think that he's more right wing? Is a better way to put it? Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So was that the guy that was defending Tectone or whatever?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yes.
All right, so let's listen to more Lewis here, because now we have a personal project.
I know you can feel that right through your suit. You had this little comment up earlier saying, look at how informed Lewis is. Then I made this post. I'm coming for you. Just like I came for another person that likes spending a lot of their time in Southeast Asia and bullying people. And you changed your post to this. Let's just establish that...
Hang on, let's back that up a second. Let's back that up here. What was it?
Yeah, I was going to say,
This
I wanna
never-
see that post.
Okay. So the original thing says, hang on, which one? Oh, okay, new post. Interesting video discussing 17 USC claim in Cordova versus Hanuit. And then it says, interesting video, yet so confidently wrong. Okay.
I'm coming for you. Just like I came for another person that...
Okay, so this is Lewis Rossman. I feel another BWE series coming on. This will not disappoint. BWE.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's
I don't know
something
who.
with the...
I'd have to
Maybe
go
it's a
back
series
over his
that
channel.
he has?
Yeah,
I was
it
gonna
is.
say.
That's exactly what he's saying. And I'd have to go back to... I'd have to dig... And I didn't dig into that. So.
like spending a lot of their time in Southeast Asia and bullying people. And you changed your post to this.
So he changed it. He changed it.
Damn. Lewis ain't playing. He's like, no, you mine. You mine. And then, yeah.
And I'm wondering if maybe possibly this lawyer is realizing maybe he's fucked around and he's fixing to find out. Maybe I don't know. Because like I say,
I hope so.
Because eyes are starting to pay on this, right? Because like I said, what this guy's trying to do, what this lawsuit is trying to do, guys, affects everybody who's a content creator.
Yep.
Right? Everybody.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, this lawyer is trying to rewrite or have years of protection, if you will, reversed, and that's scary. Now, you guys, and again, like what people mentioned, you guys may think, oh, that's not that big of a deal. It can be, and that's not something that's this lawyer's a douche canoe. Like seriously, that's insane. And the fact that it's even going to trial as well is insane to me too.
Well, like I said, it's one of those deals where get off of there. It's one of those things where, yeah, it's a little bit discerning or scary, I guess, rather, that it's going forward. But maybe, hopefully, possibly, a precedent can be set that, says that, using OBS, like what I'm doing here this evening, and I'm, sharing bits and pieces of Lewis's video about this, is we have another one more leg to stand on, if you will. But the bad thing, or the scary part of it is what if it's just the opposite? What if they allow this and stuff, right? And then all of a sudden,
that's why
yeah,
lawsuits like this are so, or just cases like this in general can be so tricky, because again, like, lawyers and judges and stuff, like, they rule differently, and that's I guess that you could chalk it up to that, I guess. But yeah, I agree. I think it can go either way. It can work out in our the content creators' favor, or it can be very much a detriment to them. And it's I just hope that, obviously, we won't know what will happen until obviously the trial happens, but still, or if it even will happen.
It's going
to change.
Well, no, because it's going to happen because, like I said, the motion to dismiss was rejected. So it's going to, there's going to be a day in court. Because the dismissal was thrown out, right? So.
Oh boy.
All right, let's continue on here.
Let's just establish that this never had anything to do with fair use.
What does Randy get if he wins? Well, apparently he gets clout in the auditing community, because everybody's going to be rushing to hire him and sue the shit out of everybody. That's what he's hoping for. Isn't that right, Randy?
Yes, that is right.
Okay, well.
And if we win.
They belong together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah. And I see,
Okay.
here's the thing. Some of these auditors make big bucks. They make big bucks.
Yeah, that's true. But
Oh, thanks for the
The
raid,
gall-
Burn. Appreciate it.
oh yay! Thank you, Vern. Thank you, Vern. That the gall on this lawyer too is insane.
Yeah.
Like, how does he not understand that this video could potentially be used as evidence in said trial? The judge is going to hear him talking like this, and that is going to cause issues there, my guy.
Well, here's the thing. Okay. Possibly, I don't know if this stuff could be entered into court records or not. I don't know, because I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know about how that, as far as evidence and this, that, whatever. I don't know. Okay, so I can't speak to that. But but what I will say is that there's other ways of going about this, and Lewis. And when we get to this video, you'll see what Lewis is doing and what others can do if they're so inclined to do, right? Is how he puts it, I think. But anyway, so let's get on. Let's play some more here. Listen to this. Let me just back this up. Why is it not?
Win.
Isn't that right, Randy?
Yes, that is right.
Okay. Well,
And if we win, your little buddy Riverter really screwed all of you, because then I can get to sue everyone for using ripping software.
ripping software.
Even without regard to fair use.
There you go. That is his ultimate goal. Fair use doesn't matter anymore, right? If this thing wins, right? Fair use doesn't matter. Is if they can prove that you use some sort of OBS screen capturing, right? Or YouTube downloader to download the video. Any of that. If you used any of that,
Wow, I got nothing.
do you see where I'm teetering between I'm really kind of concerned about this, and are we at the point where we need to be running around, pulling our hair out, screaming the sky is actually fucking falling here?
I don't know. I mean, I do think that we obviously need to be, people, not just us, but people do need to be concerned about this. Yes, I think that that's something that, obviously people should be wary of or be aware of. Yeah. But I don't know about being like Chicken Little yet. Yeah. I don't know about all that just yet. Yeah. But it is very alarming. It's extremely alarming.
Very concerning, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we got more. Let's listen to some more of this lawyer and what he thinks.
If you have videos on your channel that are from someone else, beware.
This is not about fair use. This has nothing to do with how much of somebody's YouTube video they used on their channel or whether there's fair use. When you invoke Section 1201 of the DMCA, what you're saying is you had to break a technical protection measure in order to grab that video from YouTube, because YouTube has a technical protection measure, to then put it into your video editing software to put it inside of your video. So even if what you did is 100% fair use, I still have standing and the ability to sue you. Beware. And he goes out of his way to sound like the cartoon villain that he is and put his mouth closer to the microphone to sound more...
Right? Exactly. Beware.
That's exactly. Oh God, that's exactly what I got out of it.
Yeah. So
not to bring this up. I'm sorry to creep people out, but he was pulling Mama Max.
Yeah.
Beware.
Exactly. So Abyssal Gray, considering how the person being sued, the situation is disabled. I don't believe the person being sued is disabled. That clip that Lewis shows was just him interacting. Or him, the person that he was talking to in that Discord call was not the person being sued. Okay. But evidently that person was disabled. What Lewis was showing and talking about was just basically just him being nasty to someone in a wheelchair. And, their life is already, hard enough. Why you got to be an ass to them, basically, right? That's what Lewis was saying. So the person, to my understanding, that is on the receiving end of this lawsuit, though, is not disabled. She goes on to say, I'm sorry, they go on to say, because I don't know if they anyway. Evidence from both sides are entered into the case through discovery process. So yes, this video can be entered. Well, okay, so you're right. Evidence is entered in through a discovery process, but sometimes evidence can be rejected and thrown out. Right, the lawyer can argue against it being relevant to the case. So that's why I said I don't know if it could be entered in or not. It could be. You're right though. You're right that through a process of discovery, evidence is entered in, and it also lets the other side know exactly what your game plan is, so they kind of know how to counterpunch to your punches and so forth. Right, both sides know how to do that. Would know what to do, but so yeah, I don't know. I think that's pretty much. I think that's pretty much it. And then I was going to. Okay, so I'm gonna get a little bit here. So here he starts talking about who this lawyer is.
That question to be in the back of your head every time I go through something that he's done. Let's establish who he is. The attorney is Randall Scott Newman. This is his address, 99 Wall Street. RandallNewman.net is his website.
So.
Okay.
I'm a little bit dicey on what he's doing here, right? I'm sure that's his business address and stuff. I still think it is public record. This is fully obtainable out there. I mean, this is all legal filings are public. So, and that's why a lot of people don't want to get into all this stuff, because they literally have to dox themselves, right? That's right. So. This is, I don't think this is not necessarily doxing, but but if I'll just say this, if I was doing it, just even though the guy probably doesn't deserve the courtesy, because he definitely, his actions kind of, seem like
speak for themselves.
Kind of like he's a bad guy, right?
Right,
but,
right. No, and yeah, but I don't.
But you know what? Here's the deal. Sometimes it's not necessarily about the guy that you can. Hey, nerdy, how you doing, buddy? Sometimes it's not necessarily about how evil or how scummy the person is that you're talking about. That's not. It's about your ethics and your morals and your character, right? All I'll say is if I was doing it, I would have probably blanked all this stuff out. I wouldn't have shown it.
That's fair.
Okay, I don't, fair. But that's me, and I don't think Lewis is doing anything necessarily wrong here. Okay, I just want to be clear on that.
I don't think so either, but I get it. It's dicey, and I get it.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go on some more here.
And his California state bar number is 190547, as confirmed on the State Bar of California's website, as well as the New York State Bar's website. This is also on his LinkedIn, the same website.
Now, I will say this. All this stuff, all this information he's providing, there is a reason why, and we will get to it here in just a little. Just bear with me here.
At RandallNewman.net. When you go to RandallNewman.net, you'll see the DMCA lawyer, and you will see this link to his YouTube channel over here. When you go to the YouTube channel, it has the exact same logo. So this is him. Now, let's see how it is he discusses things. Let's see how he engages with people when talking about cases, when in the Discord, where all of these people that are involved in this are talking. And I will leave a link to that Discord down below. That piece of shit started with me, and he's truly a miserable fuck. So I don't feel bad. I didn't threaten him. I suggested his family would be happier if he killed himself, which is probably true. I'm just stating the obvious. Stop.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Oh. And this is the lawyer?
Mm-hmm.
Bro. Oh, no. No,
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Full stop. No.
Yeah.
No. Dude.
Hang on. It gets better. It gets better.
I don't want to know more. I wasn't wrong. I secretly wish bone cancer on him and his family as well. Here, there's a message that's being quoted. And
yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Exactly, nerdy. Very sane, clearly. So true.
Oh, man. It's Jesus.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The message that's being quoted is a message that wasn't screenshot in time, where he's suggesting somebody else kill themselves. Someone says, hey, not okay, man. This can get it's a Discord report. Randall Scott Newman. Everyone will be happier. Just in case you're not sure what he's referring to, one of the things about these people, and I also said that about BWE, is that they tend to believe they'll never get in trouble for anything they do. So he, even though the message got deleted, he is going to probably say it again. Pardon me, what's the problem? It's gone now. Don't tell people to do that. It's a violation. Violation of what? This is Fight Zone. I didn't threaten him. I offered him a suggestion to end his miserable existence. Unfortunately, I doubt he would take my advice. Yeah, don't do that. The server can get reported for that. Do you have a screenshot of me telling Lobber to kill himself? I may get...
Oh! Lawyer, everybody. Lawyer. Fighting for you. Fighting
in a Discord.
for your rights.
In a
In
Discord. Yeah, Discord chat.
Oh my God.
And this lawyer is the one who's suing under Section 1201 of the DMCA. Right? Remember this, guys. Remember this. So if this thing goes through, all of a sudden you start losing creators out here, and YouTube becomes nothing more than a music video and mainstream media news clips and movie trailers. So
yeah, I would normally never say something like this. Well, actually, I probably would, but I try not to say stuff like this because I try to be, careful. That again, I'm against, and I think people you can attest to this as well. I am against deplatforming. Okay. To a degree. Sure. Obviously, I think that people should have a platform. I think that, but there are some people out there that obviously take advantage of said platforms and stuff. And, we've called them out. We've called them out and continue to call them out, just like with this guy here. I'm sorry, but you don't deserve your platform, nor do you deserve your license to practice law. Just saying that's absolutely ridiculous.
Since you brought that up, we're going to get to a section here where Lewis tells you exactly, has a little file or a little zip, whatever you can down. He's got a link to anyway to a Google Drive or stuff, and so you can file against this guy in the bar and basically him disbarred.
Damn.
Yeah, Lewis literally said, "Hold my beer."
Right. Wow. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, this Lewis. Well, I already knew that he wasn't fucking around, but that's goddamn. You know what? Yeah. I'd have to say, I mean, that's obviously his decision to make, and
sure.
that he felt that was the right thing to do. I would say in this instance, yes, I agree that he needs to be at least looked into. Because again, if he's an actual lawyer, which it sounds like that he is, quote unquote, do you really want somebody like him representing you? Hell no.
I wouldn't. I mean, if you got a lawyer, you want one that's going to be tenacious, that's going to be a bulldog and fight for you. I mean, get in there tooth and nail.
Exactly.
But you don't want him to be just inhuman.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
So listen to I'd like to say that's the worst of it. It's not. Hang on.
Get disbarred.
Oh, no.
LOL. Let's talk about what could potentially get you disbarred in a moment. What kind of moron thinks you win a lawsuit in 6 months? There's still time loser if you know what I mean. And just in case you don't know what he means, he also posts a meme of somebody hanging themselves. Sounds like a lovely guy. Let's take a look at what the laws are in these particular jurisdictions where he practices.
Yeah. So anyway, now Lewis is going to go over, and we're going to skip all that. But I just kind of want to show you guys what this guy's done, right?
Yeah.
So he then goes over to, and he shows under the ethics and conduct and stuff that lawyers are supposed to exhibit. And he shows in both California and New York, which is the two states that he has his bar license in, right? His to practice the law profession. He shows how he violates. He goes over all that, how he violated and so forth, right? Let's see here. Where's the next thing here? Okay. So in this next section here, this is where he actually does things that actually breaks the law. This is what this lawyer does. That breaks the law.
Another. Next up is solicitation of clients. So you're not supposed to email people as a lawyer and say, hey man, you want me to take on this case for you? That's not the way this is supposed to work. A lawyer shall not engage in solicitation by in-person or telephone contact or by real-time or interactive computer access communication unless a recipient is a close friend, relative, former client, or existing client. In California, the rule is a lawyer shall not by in-person, live telephone, real-time electronic contact solicit professional employment when significant motive for doing so is in the lawyer's pecuniary gain unless the person contacted is a lawyer, has a family, close personal or prior professional relationship with the lawyer. This is a very, very strict one. And let's take a look at some of his posts. This is from the DMCA lawyer. If you think deleting evidence is going to save you, think again. Troll media group them from 858 videos to 64 in just 3 days. No takedown notice, no lawsuit, not even a warning. Yeah, the trolls are scared. And then he starts pinging people with other channels that he would like to file suits on behalf of and says, email me. So he's pinging people on YouTube, which is going to get them a notification, and then saying, email me. He says it over here as well. If they're profiting on you, it may be time to hit back. And he is pinging people to solicit their business. These updates bring so much joy to my day. Email me if you want in on the action. And then come the actual direct quotes. By the way, Denver Metro Audit, please make my day. I have been trying to get a piece of litigation going with regards to Section 1201. I'm going to use a screen capture software or YouTube DLP, you can guess, to play back a section of your video where your lawyer admits on camera to breaking the law. I believe that's fair use when I'm playing a video clip of your lawyer admitting that he's breaking the law. But just in case you think it's not, feel free to sue me. I would love a test case.
This guy here, First Amendment FAPA, I've been fucking wanting to get in touch with this motherfucker for like weeks. He's like the biggest, maybe the big, they're using his footage more than anyone's at the moment. I've been trying to get a hold, like I sent him a couple messages. He doesn't respond. Dude, you got to email me, bro.
Okay, so you are sending.
So, he's got him,
Wow.
breaking the law. Let's see what else we don't want to kind of get into. So I'm going to get into what this was his, I guess you would call it, his. This one's kind of a tough one too.
Uh-oh.
Under YouTube's terms of service, right?
Uh-huh.
It is against YouTube's terms of service to encourage your viewers to go after another YouTube creator.
Yes.
On platform, off platform, doesn't matter, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. But that's what Lewis does. I just want to say that. Now, he doesn't tell him to go after him on YouTube, right? Doesn't tell him to go after him on Twitter. He doesn't even tell him to go after the creator, right? That is being sued on behalf of. What he tells him to do, and like I said, in this video, he's got a Google Drive, link with all the information and whatever. He basically encourages people. And what he says, he says he's already filed a complaint to both bars, the one in New York and the one in California. Mm-hmm. He says, but I'm one person. He said, if there's a bunch of them that come in, well, then all of a sudden they have to take notice. He's not wrong, right?
Yeah.
The more squeaky wheels, all of a sudden they start looking, right?
Mm-hmm.
But again, him doing that, I don't know. I'm not.
It.
I think it's kind of really pushing the line there, right?
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that it's pushing it. It's starting to. It's like right there on the line.
It is, and may even have a toe over. May even have a toe or two over. On
right.
That one.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
That again. I get it that. I would be very much against that too. Obviously, don't go attacking creators. Don't go.
Yeah.
I've said it. You've said it. You and I both have said it for years and years and years.
Yeah.
But Yeah, and we still stand by that. Obviously, don't go harassing creators, and you can talk about them all you want. Don't harass them. Don't
Yeah,
attack them. Don't do
sure.
anything like that. But
And again, like I said, he's not really telling them to. He's just saying, hey, if this evidence that I've laid out here in this video, if you feel like I do, and you feel like this guy is not a good representation of the law practice, right? As a lawyer, the job of a lawyer, then here's this information, all this information that I've gathered, and here's a way to take action on it. So I don't know if that, again, this is above my pay grade. I don't know. I personally, again, just like I said, I'd have blacked out the information on the, either it was public information.
yeah.
I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, yeah, no, I wouldn't, and I get you, and
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
that
yeah.
he's obviously different. He's
Yeah.
a different type of creator, whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah, I hear you. I understand.
Well, okay, so this next section, this one, hang on here, push the right button. This was pretty wild here.
I'm going to continue to get in your way. In Denver Metro audits, I want you to seriously think about this. As I said in the beginning of the video, First Amendment auditing has a serious place in our society. We need to live in a place where I can show up to a legislative hearing. I met you. I'm pretty sure. I'm 99% sure. I have to go back to the stream and see if it was you. But I think I met you at that town hall where we were talking about Flock and everybody was showing up because the mayor of Denver fucked everybody over and decided to renew the contract by making it $1,000 or $1,000 less than the limit for city council to approve it. I was able to record that because of people like you that are First Amendment auditors. I've traveled to places in this country before where I was not allowed to record, where they said I had to have a fucking press pass to be able to record the bullshit that Apple and Samsung lobbyists were lying to politicians, or I wasn't allowed to do it. And the press was never there. CBS was never there. Fox was never there. NBC was never there. People like you and I showed up to record that type of stuff. Citizen journalists. And that's how you create real change. You have the power to be a part of that, or you have the power to associate with this bullshit. Because when you associate with this bullshit, when you associate with people like this and bring that energy into everything you're doing in your life, it discredits the entire concept of First Amendment auditing. Let's be real here. This is fucking Keemstar with a law degree and a penchant for traveling to Southeast Asia.
Damn, why is Keemstar catching strays? Jesus.
Keemstar, hang on. There's more to it. He has a tagline. This tagline is, listen, chat, tune in here.
Auditing. Let's be real here. This is fucking Keemstar with a law degree and a penchant for traveling to Southeast Asia. Never go full Keemstar. People are...
Never go full Keemstar. Oh God!
I'm stealing that.
You think? Wait, no, you're not. Hang on here. Let me go find it here. Boom, ba doom, boom.
Did you do it already?
Yeah, I did.
That's hilarious.
Look here on my Twitter.
That's great.
On my Twitter, yeah, I put this on my Twitter, man. It's fucking hilarious.
You did.
Let's be real here. This is fucking Keemstar with a law degree and a penchant for traveling to Southeast Asia. Never go full Keemstar. Let's be real.
Honestly, I probably should have tagged Keemstar on that one. Honestly, I should have probably tagged Keemstar.
That's funny. No, not poor Keem, cool anime girl. Although him catching a stray is actually really funny, but
Yeah.
oh, that's funny.
So, let's see. Anyway, if just kind of closing out on this story, if you're so inclined, there is a GoFundMe that has been started by this guy and his wife. They're the ones that are being sued. This what we've been talking about tonight. They're seeking 80,000 as their first goal, and they've raised 9,000, almost a little over about 9,500. So the thing of it is this shit's expensive. lawsuits like this is expensive. Don't get messed up. It's going to be, it could get into hundreds of thousands of dollars on something like this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Easy.
so-
Easy.
Anyway, so K-Huck,
Yes.
kind of, what's your closing thoughts on that one?
That's a doozy. That's quite the story. And you
Yeah.
know what? I hope that, obviously more info will be coming out with this, and I'm sure
Sure.
you'll be keeping us posted. But
Yeah.
I think, I think that that's a very the case itself is very sketchy, especially with this lawyer. And this lawyer's I'm just gonna come out and say it. I don't care. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I know, hot take. I know.
Yeah,
Whatever. But this lawyer needs to be called out. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
And I'm glad that somebody is doing it.
Yeah.
And I hope that we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So
We'll see what happens. Like I said, this is going to be one of those deals where we're going to wait and watch.
Yeah.
I honestly, I hope more eyes get on this. I hope there's more exposure. I hope even bigger and bigger and bigger creators pick up on this story. I would love to see some people like Emily D. Baker pick this up. Some of these other lawyers, and see what their thoughts are on this. I'm
busy covering a murder trial at the moment.
Yeah. I'm just kind of concerned what this could actually mean if this guy is successful for content creation as a whole.
No, I agree.
So
I'm worried about that too. Obviously, I know we've talked about that, but
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully, justice will prevail, and we'll just have to see what happens. So
Yeah.
Oh Lord, what happened to Johnny Somali now? What
all right,
happened?
so Johnny Somali. Well, let me get the right thing up here, source up here. All right.
And I have something for you too, people. when
Do
we're
you?
done.
Okay. So Johnny Somali right now is facing a trial over in Singapore, or Thailand rather. I think is it Thailand? He's over there. One of those. Well, anyway. He's been fighting this, and so Atozi, which is a YouTube creator that I watch a lot of his stuff.
Hey guys, fun fact: Atozi shouted out Peepaw too.
Yeah, because I did that interview with what was that dude's name? The little dude in the wheelchair, and he lied.
He's Spanish name. I can't think
Yeah,
of his
yeah.
name right now.
And that was actually, I think that was like the first like body cam reaction footage that Toxic and I ever did was that one. And then he's like, "What? I didn't know you liked." I said, "Yeah, I watch body cam footage all the time."
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And he goes, "Well, I like them too." We'll start doing it. So I said, "Fine, I'll do it with you, but it has to be on your channel." He's like, "Bet." And so, we do one every so often, and then he never releases them. So
Typical Toxic.
typical Toxic. And then he loses them because he doesn't remember where he put them. And he's blind, so he can't go like hunting and find them.
Toxic, no. God damn it, Toxic.
And I'm not even really exaggerating that much. A little bit, but not that much.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I 100% believe you.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
Toxic, don't ever change. We love you, buddy.
But anyway, so they're actually getting to the trial because they had all the motions, this, that, whatever. Anyway, so Atozi has been actually flying over and attending the trials. He wasn't able to be at this last appearance because he's actually out in, I think is it Utah? Yeah, well, someplace like that. You remember the story about how those college students all got killed? They had like a whole documentary on it and everything, right? And there was this, quote, psychic TikToker that started saying that there was a professor, right? This professor, right? Well, he's actually out there. Atozi's out there right now at that trial, and he's whatever, and doing little videos and updates on that trial. So he's everywhere. But anyway, he's got people that was at the Johnny Somali, the latest thing with Johnny Somali. And anyway, this happened.
All right, so today's Johnny Somali court hearing just ended over in Seoul, South Korea. I am not there currently. I'm in Boise, Idaho, covering the TikTok psychic case. But I did send people over there to give us the update of what happened. I was sent the transcript, and it was definitely not good for Johnny. Things went really bad because the prosecutor recommended 3 years in prison with labor. Oh boy. And not only that, the prosecutor
It gets worse. Hang on.
also recommended adding him to the S offender registry in South Korea for 5 years. And that would make his time in prison a little bit harder as well, because that would also mean that
he'd be a registered offender. Yes.
Wait. Look,
Okay.
That part of that. Okay, I'm sorry.
right.
I didn't really.
K-Hack
follow
says,
very much
pump
of
the
it."
damn brakes here, people. Pump them. Pump the damn brakes.
Exactly. I asked questions. Hold on
All
a
right.
minute. So, okay, I didn't really follow a lot of the case, or still
Sure.
haven't really followed his case.
So
okay?
you want me to download you on the data, is what you're saying?
Sure.
Okay.
go
All
for it.
right. So here's the deal. The reason why Johnny Somali is facing this trial over there is because he was using he put up an AI video that was very disparaging about this other creator who is also Korean, right? And that's a big, huge no-no down there, right?
I didn't realize it was all that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And since the video was in a sexual nature, that's why they're wanting to put him under a quote offenders registration.
Damn.
Right?
Damn.
For some AI video.
Oh my god, that's
Yeah.
I didn't know it was all that. I genuinely I don't know why I thought this. I thought
Oh.
that it was just, and he was an IRL. Is he an IRL
Yeah,
streamer?
he's one of those.
Okay.
Yeah, he's one of the IRL streamers that go around irritating everybody. Yeah.
Well, I thought that he was doing that, and he just
He
fucked
was.
around and found. Well, he fucked around and found out that way.
So
but-
all right. So he had. Okay, so he was facing charges on that shit too, right?
yeah.
But it was again. There was another party involved on that one, and what they worked out is basically both of them decided not to press charges against each other, and so that stuff was dismissed. But he's still facing this one here. Yeah,
Gotcha. Okay.
he's a grade A. He's a grade A #1 douchebag, no doubt about it.
No. Oh yeah, no. I didn't know about the first part. I didn't know that he did the AI stuff. I had no idea. But okay, I'm all caught up now. Continue. Okay. I
All right.
gotcha.
So let's listen to the rest of this. So not only is he facing up to like was it 3 years of imprisonment, and it would be, and it's not just it's not like prison here in the States, y'all. Okay, where they go to a cell and they go out in the yard and walk around and they go to the shower and they get the little soap on a rope and then they go back to the bedroom or whatever, or their thing or whatever, right? No. Down there in Korea, when they put you in prison, you're basically slave labor.
Yeah.
There's no other way to put it. You're freaking slave labor, because they have like labor camps, stuff that we used to have the same thing here in the States back, but they've done away from all that, but they still have that in its full effect. And so because he's facing this SS offender status, not only does he go the hard, but he's like the super hard shit. This is not going to be good for him. Not going to be good for him.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
Oh God, no.
So let's listen to the rest of what Tuesday says here.
He can't do the soft labor in prison. So that's what I'm hearing. So that's not good. He did apologize repeatedly, but it was kind of like not really an apology. It was kind of like a non-apology, because again, his problem is, I didn't understand the Korean culture, which is complete BS. Everyone sees it's BS. So him saying that does not help him whatsoever. And then finally, the judge asked him, hey, do you want a quick sentencing or what do you want here? And he went, yeah, I want a quick sentencing. So then the judge didn't give him a quick sentencing instead of sentencing for April 15th. So
damn.
Yeah.
We will find out on April 15th what happens with Johnny. The prosecutor wants 3 years with labor in prison. And honestly, he hasn't given the judge any reason to give him any leniency. What I'm hearing is there will be a slight deviation from what the prosecutor recommends. I'm hearing an estimated between 2 to 4 years in prison, potentially with labor. So yeah, that's the update for Johnny Somali over there in South Korea. Subscribe if you're new, and
couldn't happen to a better guy. That's all I'm gonna say. Could not have happened to a better guy.
Exactly.
I mean, this Johnny Somali has showed up to his trial, right? Like some of the hearings and stuff. What drunk? The sumbitch came in drunk. He's not took this thing seriously at all. And so like so when he says that the judge has no reason whatsoever to be lenient on him, he's not lying. He is 100% not lying at all. Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
So this next story is well, the only thing is it's just a feel good story. And we need feel good stories. And I'm going to tell you something. This next story, I don't know if Seth is here and watching and lurking, because she can be a lurker. This, I think, story should inspire Seth. A YouTuber who went viral for being ugly returns with incredible life update. This was a video he made. He's basically, he's got him a woman. Not only did he get him a woman, guys, right? So he went viral for saying he was too ugly, right? Was surfed online with a life update. 2018 Swedish, so close to where Seth lives, right? So this, right?
I see where you're going. Okay.
So anyway, he's got kids. He's had children. The dude has procreated it. So, you know, I think that's good news. I think that's good news for Seth, because it gives Seth hope that she too one of these days will find somebody and she can procreate. And I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. Yeah. Hang in there, my little gremlin. You'll be all right. Love you.
She gonna kick your butt is what's gonna happen. I'm waiting for it.
I know.
I'm waiting for it.
That little Danish nut job.
True. But we love her. But we love Seth. We love Seth.
We tolerate her. So anyway, so Bo Blacks tweeted out a post from his YouTube channel. Evidently, Bo Blacks has decided to hang it up for a while. He's retired. I don't know if it's going to be like a permanent thing. I don't know if it's just like a quasi little, respite, whatever. You know, Bo Blacks was always cool to me. Okay, that's all I'll say. He came and did an interview. I interviewed him back when I was doing a series of interviews. It was me and Maggot. We interviewed several people. Yeah. He was one of them. I know that he's got a lot of detractors now, and I just want, my hope, I guess, pretty much for everybody, other than say maybe Johnny Somali and maybe that lawyer, is just to have peace and happiness. Really, whatever makes you happy,
exactly.
Peace in your life, whatever. Those guys, I hope their crotches get infected by 1,000 fleas, or fleas from 1,000 camels. So, and anyway, God damn.
Okay. Oh damn. Okay. But no, I agree. I think I said this the other night too when I talked about it. That I wish Bo Blacks did nothing but the best. I hope that he does well.
Yeah.
Go out and touch grass. Go live life. Go do
your thing,
live
man.
life, sir.
Go do your thing.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Exactly.
So this next one, this is from a TikToker here. I guess he's a TikToker. I don't know. Anyway, this is.
Turns out you can still get a ticket for driving.
Hang on. I hate the way TikTok works. I'll be honest with you.
I know, right?
But anyway, I would love to find the body cam and all this and this, because this story here, it's a short one. We're not going to do like a whole thing, whatever, right? But this one, I was like, holy shit, Batman. So I'm gonna just play this, and we're just gonna do the thing. Here we go.
Turns out you can still get a ticket for driving with a device in your right hand, even if you don't have a right hand.
All right, man. So you're gonna receive a citation for wireless communication device handheld while driving. You got to put the phone down as we operate a motor vehicle.
Oh, and you put on there that you saw me with my right hand holding it. Yeah.
I did not put that. No. If you want to take it to
But
court,
that's what you said when you pulled me over. Yes. That you saw me holding my device with my right
I'm
hand.
not disagreeing with you. Yes, that's what I said.
Okay.
Yes. So if you want to take it to court,
And that's what you saw.
that's what I said.
That's what you said you saw.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. If you
Okay.
want to take it to court, option 5 on the back of the ticket. That's how you take that ticket to court. You
Okay.
have any questions for me?
No. Thank you.
Yeah. So as you see here, she does not have a right hand. She is an amputee just below her right elbow.
Oh my god! I just saw that. Oh my god! No!
Make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense.
I just saw that. Oh my god! Wow! Wow! Hi, Nietzsche, my dear. I know 2 hours. I know. I'm surprised too. But I'm happy about it. I'm here. I'm here for it.
Gummies, they do the body good.
True.
So some of you guys may know, I have a little show that I do called Clear as Mud.
No.
Yeah. And one of my co-hosts is a Jessica Pizzle, aka the Pizzle Pop. AKA I'm really bad at explaining things.
I heard that the other day.
Yeah. So anyway.
Okay, anyway, continue.
So she puts out this TikTok video. I love Pizzle. I think she's a wonderful person.
Yes. I miss her picking on me.
Yeah. And I love Bunny. She's another co-host. And yes, even Seth, because she is my favorite. I love her too. That's why I pick on her. That's why I pick on her. So I just pick on her, give her a little hell.
Yeah, well, yeah, she wouldn't have it any other way. All three of them wouldn't have it any other way, to be fair. But
Probably not. They put up with me. My ramblings and shit, and they tolerate my Riverter-isms or whatever you want to call them. I think I give Ricky off of Trailer Park Boys a run for his money most damn days. But anyway, y'all, my little Pizzle Pop shared this video, and my heart broke. Right?
Uh-oh.
It literally broke. It just touched me right here, my little peepaw heart.
Oh, God.
And I'm like Jessica. I want to know, who do I need to call? Give me a number. I've got unlimited minutes on my cell phone. I will call a hoe. Okay? Just let me know who I got to call. That's all I got to do.
Oh, shit.
Guys, and I guarantee you, when you watch this video, you're going to be right there with me. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Make sure the video. Okay, got to get that.
I just found out that giraffes are too tall and they don't have anywhere to go when it rains and when it storms. And they just have to stand there. And they're taller than most trees, so they can't even seek shelter from those. As if being a giraffe wasn't hard enough. Giraffes don't bother nobody. They don't bother nobody at all. I will set all of this on fire.
Yes.
Who do I need to call?
That's right. Look at these poor giraffes. Look at that.
Oh, my God. That's awful.
These poor giraffes out there in the rain, they ain't got nowhere to go. because their little old heads stick up above the tree branches.
I know. Oh, that's awful.
I'm
Yeah,
with
right there
Pizzle.
with you. I am too now.
Who do I need to call? Who? That's all I want to know. Who?
Exactly. Who? My sister would be right there with you.
We need to build some big old barns where them boys can go up underneath there and just,
Exactly.
by God,
Yes.
get out the
They-
rain.
Giraffes have protection rights too. Damn it.
Exactly. Protect, because they ain't bothering nobody.
No. They are so gentle and so. I love giraffes. I do. Who doesn't love a giraffe? Who?
Who
Like-
doesn't?
Who doesn't love giraffes? If you don't, you're wrong.
You know, I would love to share this next one with you guys,
Oh yeah.
but I can't.
No, you can't. No.
I can't.
No,
what
you can't.
I can share with you is I can share this with you. I can share this one with you guys. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you, like my tweet says, if you know, you know.
You know. Yep. That brings me back. Wow.
Because this guy's from Trader Joe's and we're not fucking around no more. No more. No more.
Wow.
Me-
I
me
did
and-
not realize that was him.
Yeah,
didn't. Go ahead, people.
Me and that guy has a little history.
A little bit.
Has a
Little
little
bit.
bit of history. Yeah. I actually went to his channel. I found his YouTube. When I saw, because there's a whole big long of tweets out there on this guy.
Oh yeah. Oh God. He has. Oh, for those of you who do not, can I tell who this is, people? Can I?
Yeah, we could. Yeah, CJ Brown. CJ Brown.
Yes. This guy has very much the lure here in the community.
Oh God.
Oh God, what was the last time I heard from him? Like 3 years ago now? Maybe a little bit longer?
Well, maybe. I can give you a little bit of a TLDR. So, I went and found his channel. That took some digging. I'm not even going to lie to you.
I bet.
Back in the day, CJ and I went back and forth at each other a little bit. We were both around the same size channels, and which means to say that we were at the very bottom of the whole little micro commentary community, whatever that you want, however you want to address it. And so you scrap and you fight, and you think, well, if you get one over this, whatever, and so you get people start watching you versus them because you. And so he and I engaged in some stuff back and forth, and I actually went and found his old channel. And his last live stream that he did was on me.
Yep. Yeah.
And it was probably 2 or 3 years ago, something like that, maybe. It was back when I was streaming every day. I was streaming every morning. I had my show I did every morning. But anyway, so the CJ is a troll to the 900th degree.
Yes.
And so he was part of the SNT.
Yep.
And he and Parking Tigers, I think it was the one who exposed Salvo back in the day for some of the, well, I guess it would be kink. It was like some kink stuff, I think. Is a way to kind of put that a little bit.
That's the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, sure.
But anyway, so what is this? Okay. So
years ago, when I was in my gang guns and drugs unit called Strike Force, our MO was go to work.
Stop.
Oh,
sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah, we'll watch it here in a second. It's something that K-Hug sent me. But anyway, so that's really and if I want to remember right, I want to think, who was it? They got mad. They got mad because I think Keemstar, this was like after the Keemstar show had blown up between Keem and Salvo. And Salvo started bringing these girls on, and these girls started telling these tales.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And if I remember, and I could be misremembering here, it's possible. But I want to think that Parking and CJ kind of got upset.
Fuck you, Peepaw. Fuck you.
Nietzsche gang. Exactly, Nietzsche gang.
Let's go.
Thank you,
Liana.
Thank you for Liana for the donation. They got mad because I guess they felt like Salvo kind of stole their thunder, I guess, or the story or whatever, if I remember right.
No, I think that was also it, but from what I remember,
Okay.
they were mad that the story didn't get picked up, I think, or something, because of how it was, because of what CJ did. CJ dropped the ball, if I remember correctly.
Possibly.
On you know, not talking with the girls or not talking with them or something. It was something like that.
And I remember there was a thing where he got doxxed, and the doxer actually showed up to like where he lived and shit. So.
Oh, really?
And I think that's kind of right around that times when he kind of, started laying low. But evidently, go ahead.
They got mad at the team. I think that they got, if I remember correctly, again, I'm going to be doing a retrospective on all of this next week.
Yeah.
By the way.
Are you? Well, have fun with that garbage.
Yep. If I remember correctly, they got mad because Keem was they were getting mad because Salvo wasn't getting exposed enough or something.
Okay.
And they didn't talk. They didn't talk to the girls, I guess, the way that they should have. They didn't go to the girls first before dropping the story.
Okay.
And they got all sorts of butthurt when, especially CJ, when he was getting pushback for it.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, it was something like that. They were being butthurt over absolutely nothing.
Like I said, I don't. It's been too long. I don't remember all the whatever. But I think it was like, I think this actually started breaking around on Twitter yesterday. Basically, if you guys know. God, I really want to get into all this shit. I don't really think I do. Nick Shirley. Nick Shirley is the YouTuber that broke the story. And I use broke in quotes here. On the Somalia, all those daycare stuff in Minnesota and the alleged fraud and all that stuff. The guy that was running around with YouTube camera and all the thing. That is Nick Shirley. Well, Nick Shirley is currently in New York, and he's like trying to do the same thing, like quote, root out all this fraud and stuff. And CJ saw him. Now, here's what gets hilarious about this. So CJ goes into his character, CJ Brown, right? And he starts spouting all this like crap. There's no other way to put it. And of course it gets, and then like some of the right-wing Twitter accounts and things like that picks it up, right? And starts putting it. So, and now they've got memes. People are making memes out of this guy because he does this whole big rant about being from Trader Joe's and just, I mean, he just comes off really unhinged and just crazy, right? And so anyway, it's it's out there. If you guys are interested and you remember who CJ Brown is or whatever, then
I do. I will never forget him.
Yeah. So anyway, but that's the thing. So anyway, all right. So let me pull this. So what is this here? You want me to react to this? Is that right? Okay. All right. Here we go.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here.
Hold on. A little bit of context.
I'm holding. All right.
Do you recognize this guy?
He looks close to like the guy that what they call him, the something electrician. But he was part
Fat
of the
electrician?
Fat electrician. Yeah, the guy that had the Buffalo schools and
Yes,
what was going
that's
on.
him.
Yeah. Okay.
That's him.
Okay. But this is not his. This is not his YouTube channel. The kind of consensual.
No. This is the same. This is the detective.
Yeah.
That helped break the story about the Buffalo school system and all that. The
Okay.
thing that you covered, like late last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same detective. Yes. Okay. That's all you need to know, and that's all I'm gonna say. Hit play.
All right, here we go.
Years ago, when I was in my gang guns and drugs unit called Strike Force, our MO was go to where the homicides were, go to where the shootings were the previous day, and try to figure out which gangs were involved and hit those high density gang areas that have the violent crime, and find firearms. When you do that a bunch, you start to know where to look for firearms and like how people hide them and where they hide them and how they go about it. If you lose sight of them, where would they put it really quickly? So you get really good at finding stuff. I was one of those guys that was very talented at like, all right, if I don't want somebody to find this accidentally, where would I go out of my way to hide this? And then I would look for the way out of the way places, and I would end up finding a lot of firearms that way. And so one day there was a call, and it was a woman that was walking down the street, and a car drives past her, and this woman starts.
Jesus Christ! How long is this damn story?
Oh, it's a bit. Like 2 minutes,
okay.
but it's worth it.
Okay.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
Okay.
Screaming at the car. They were driving around in two cars, and like the one woman like pulls off and like cuts the other one off. And when the one goes to drive away, the girl pulls out a firearm and like points at the girls that are driving by. And the girls that are driving by are like, oh shit, this girl's pointing a gun at us. Let's call 911. So they call 911. I'm in the area. There's a couple other people in the area. They stop a lady that's like walking up to her car that matches the description of the woman with the gun and the car that she was in and blah, blah, blah. And we're like, hey, girls that called the 911 complaining, like, where did she go? And she's like, well, when she pointed the gun at us, we drove off and then turned around. She like went behind that house over there and then came back out towards her car. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I go over there, and me and all the cops are over there, and we're looking through these backyards of like where this woman's path was per the woman that had the gun pointed at her, what she was telling us. And I'm like, I remember,
I get a lot of shit for talking slow, but my God. This,
but I'm telling you, it's worth it.
And it's supposed to be a short. This is supposed to be a short.
People, be patient. It's coming, I promise.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm having flashbacks to Gigi.
And her palate cleansers. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God, yes. No, I'm telling you, this is worth it. I promise you, this is worth it.
All right.
I remember looking at the woman that had potentially had the firearm. I was like, man, that's a big girl. The woman on the 911 call said that she had a tiny gun. There was a small gun. I wonder if she shoved it in her vagina. So I go over the air.
Completely logical.
And
Just wait. People gets better. Just wait.
I go over the air and I say, hey, radio, do we have a female officer that can check this female, specifically her underwear area for the firearm? I shit you not. 3 minutes later, hey, radio, who is the officer that requested we search the female's underwear area? One gun recovered. That bitch put it in her fucking prison purse, put it in her cooter. Grandma's 32, put it in her cooter. Called it.
She still carried with one in the chamber?
Oh, I don't know if she carried with one in the chamber, but it was loaded.
That's gonna
Could you
rust.
imagine having like, she was shot from the inside?
It's gonna rust.
Come on, people. Come on.
In her cooter. He said in her cooter, chat. That's God damn.
Yeah. That's it. That's gonna rust. That's it.
So I wish we didn't do. I'd like to know what kind of caliber gun it was.
It was well. All he said was that it was a very small one. It's small enough to go in that area.
Yeah, but he also said she was a
yeah.
big woman, so it could have been like a 9 mil. We don't know. 45.
It could have been. It could have been.
I mean, she could have a serious roast beef sandwich going on.
Right, exactly. We just don't know, but yeah, I had to.
We just
share
don't
that.
know. We just don't know. You know what? I'm so glad we had this time together.
Yes,
I have nothing else to talk about.
Oh, we got Seth in chat. Hi, Seth.
Oh, we got a
Gigi.
wild Seth. Oh, Jesus.
Yep, Gigi palate cleanser off video. It was funny. I thought it was funny.
I don't know about funny, but it was I don't know. Maybe if I had a vagina and could, use it as a prison purse, I'd,
That's fair. Maybe because I have one, and that's why
kind.
I don't know.
That's kind of like privilege and shit, ain't it?
I don't know. I don't want to think about that. People, I'm just saying my first thought, if I'm hiding a gun, is not to put it in my vajayjay. I'm just
in your vajayjay?
putting that out there. Yeah. No, I am not going to be doing any of that. And that's the fact that this woman, that was her first thought, or one of the thoughts that she had to do that, is insane. No, I'm good. And yes, you can clip that and send it to me. I don't care.
Oh. Let's see here. Who's streaming? Who do we want to raid in anybody?
Let me see.
Well, Nerdy John's got one upcoming, but I don't know when that is.
It's supposed to be. I thought it was here in a few minutes. Okay, hold on. Let me see.
Let me go take a look over here.
Thought that it was around. I saw that it was at like 9 or 10. I thought, but I could be mistaken. He was here earlier. He's probably
to
go get ready.
Maybe. Let's see here. For 10. Well, I ain't going another damn hour. Shit.
Well, no, of course not.
Hang on here.
I mean, we could and just shoot the shit. That's up to you.
So, let me just. I'll do it this way here. So Tozy is live.
Oh, there you go.
Says that. Well, I'm not gonna rate. I can't rate into him. Won't let me. Says the TikTok socket just lost everything today. It's over. Live. So evidently, the court came to a head, and she lost her defamation lawsuit.
Oh.
So. Yeah, that's a thing. That's gonna leave a mark. That's gonna leave a mark. So anyway, well, what do you got coming up? What do you got? Okay, Huck, and tell the people, because there may be people here who don't know. I'm not raiding into Law Cow. Kiss my ass, Toxic.
I don't know. Right now, I was thinking about streaming after this, but I got tired and I got stuff to do around the house. But
have you tried a gummy?
No, not yet. I don't do that until later.
Okay.
But what I'm planning on doing anyway is that I'm planning on being back either probably Monday or Tuesday, because this weekend is just nuts for me personally with Mr. Huck and whatnot. Got to take care of him. But I am going to be covering that Stale 2000 guy.
Mr. Comeover.
Yes, Mr. Comeover. Gonna be talking about him next week.
Yeah.
And then, like I mentioned earlier, the retrospective on the whole Salvo and Edwin thing. Funny that you bring up CJ Brown. Gonna be talking about that. I like retrospectives, and I mentioned this like when I was talking about it too, or thinking about it. It's interesting to look at things like that from like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
Or some stories anyway, depending on what they're about. But this was my first real drama when I came into the community.
Okay. Fair enough.
And I was there for it and everything. So I think, but I think that it'll be interesting to show to some of my newer audience about what that drama was about and stuff. And just, and talk about it and reminisce, because I know so much about it. But Yeah, do that, and then that's the only thing that I got going on for next week, and of course helping out Mr. Huck when he streams. So that's about
Okay,
it.
cool. Well, I don't know when I'll stream again on this channel. It kind of depends on if I find things that are amusing to me.
Well, you got to update us on this case.
Well, yeah, but
We need
shit, that's gonna be months, if not years, possibly down the line. So,
I'm just saying, we need updates. You gotta-
I'll try to keep my eye on it as best I can. Clear as mud. We should be live tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think Pizzle is wanting to talk about aliens.
For why?
Because
Wait,
because former President Barack Obama gave a sound bite or whatever you want to call it, was answering a question from the press about does aliens exist or whatever, and he said yeah, and anyway, and then it became a whole big deal again. So she wants to talk about that, so. Which is fine. I really haven't found anything yet for us to talk about tomorrow evening. So, hopefully Seth and Bunny will come up. So I basically, this was it. I've been cultivating some of these for a little while. Some of these things and stuff, but and just give you guys have a mega stream versus just a bunch of little bitty short ones throughout the week. So
yeah, there you go. No, I'm glad to. I told you this before. I'm glad to see the Clear as Mud is back and that you guys are wanting to start making content again all together. Yeah. That's nice to see. So
I think this makes us the longest running quote commentary podcast within our, because it was like we were there and then we quit, and then now recording still kept going, and then now recording dropped off, and we came back. So I don't know, it's probably a toss up probably between the two of us. I would love for now recording to come back. I would love even if it was just Beavers and Toxic, and Beckett,
and Mitch.
Mitch, Mitch. Yeah. Cam Beast now recording anyways. Yes, that is true, Seth. That is true. I don't disagree with you.
You guys always had like a little friendly rivalry there, and it was always fun. But no, I agree. I think they did actually do a stream. I think. Oh God, I'm trying to think of when it was.
It was a while ago.
Last year. It was sometime last year that they did it, and they were giving us, life updates and telling us that Matt is officially gone, and that kind of thing. But I'm sure all of them are off doing their own thing. Mitch is doing his thing on his streams, Toxic's doing his thing. Beckett's obviously doing things on Cope and Seas and getting called out every 5 minutes for stupid shit. So, but no, I hope that they do another stream together too. I miss the old days of now recording. I'm sure everyone else does too that knows of them.
Sure.
They have quite the lore for those that don't know.
Yeah. 3 months ago they streamed. It was 3 months ago when they last streamed.
Okay.
So.
Okay. They even didn't do the Spurgies too, and that made me so sad.
Yeah, well, and they said that they were going to do the Spurgies, but then they never did anything else with it. So I don't know.
I know.
So
that made me sad.
Anyway, so anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow evening at 8:00 Eastern Standard Time over on Clear as Mud with Bunny and Pizzle and Seth and myself, and then so you'll be back next week, right? Same bat time, same bat channel and stuff, right? So, okay, cool deal. Listen, thank you guys for tuning in and staying with me and watching. I appreciate it. And remember, guys, you keep that powder dry, and I will see you in the funny papers.